went out to lunch with your friend and you were sitting in a really busy restaurant, there's a lot of stuff going on in the room, right? There are plates clinking, glasses, people talking. So with all that stuff going on, what are you going to focus on? Well, you're going to focus on whatever's the most important, what your friend is saying. Similarly, there's a lot of stuff going on in Arabic music. So how do you choose what to dance to? It seems really obvious, right? You focus on whatever sounds the most important to you. But if it seems so straightforward, why do so many dancers have so much trouble deciding what to dance to? Part of the problem is that we get a lot of mixed messages. We're told that our job is to interpret the music and to be the most musical dancer and be completely one with the music. But at the same time, we get a lot of dogma in our dance education. We're told, oh, Egyptian dancers only dance to the melody, or you should always dance to the rhythm. And we also get a lot of emphasis on learning rhythm identification. Now, there's a good reason for that. We do need to understand how certain rhythms are structured in order to dance to drum solos. But we naturally extrapolate that and assume that the rhythm is the most important thing. And we get all of these messages before we're familiar enough with Arabic music to trust our own ears. And so we lose confidence in our ability to listen to and interpret the music. And this is a terrible thing for your dancing. The reason for that is that what you hear in the music is the single most important element of your personal style. It's much more important than what movements you favor or how you like to put your moves together. So how do you learn to trust your ears? Well, let's try a listening exercise. Go ahead and put on a song and try to identify the different voices that you hear. That could be a particular instrument like the nai or the drum or the oud, or it can be a particular person singing. Now I'd like you to listen to this song a few more times, and each time you do it, try to listen to one of those voices in turn. It wouldn't hurt to hum along with it as well. So for example, the first time you listen, you may want to hum along with the kanun. The second time you listen, you may focus specifically on what the drum is playing, and so on. Once you've done that a few times, I'd like you to then get up and try dancing to each of those voices that you hear in the music. Now this is a good start, but I'll bet something still isn't quite right. You may feel like you're not really connecting to the song. The reason for that is that the focus of the music changes throughout the song. The different instruments and the different voices, they trade off the focus. So the nai may have the focus at the beginning, and then the drum takes over. Then maybe the singer becomes the most dominant element. It changes throughout. So if you really want to connect to the music, the best thing that you can do is practice not only listening to the individual voices, but also listening to how they pass the focus between them. Now the best way to practice that is actually to map out the song. So listen through to it and actually write down which instrument has focus at what time. Now you can do this on your way to work, when you're sitting down, etc. But it's also important to practice dancing those transitions. So once you're comfortable listening for when the nai passes to the voice, passes to the drum, then practice dancing along with those changes as well. So in short, when you're not sure what to dance to, focus on whatever sounds dominant to you in the moment. Now you may have to overcome some of the dogma and habits that you learned early on in your education, but if you practice listening to the individual voices and following the flow of dominance, this will all become second nature. And you'll find that your dancing becomes highly musical, even with a song that's completely new to you. And you'll sound like you know the music as well as you know your best friend.